All right, guys, welcome back. We're back in the garden again, and this is video 2 for the week of May 4th. Wow, man, this year is moving right along. So this video will probably come out next Monday. I'm thinking, yeah, because I'll have one. I shot one just before this one. So today, right now, what we're going to take care of, we drilled some holes in these pots to give them some water relief because they didn't have any drainage holes at all. I put 4 in. We'll see how that goes. They were really, really heavy. So that tells me there's probably quite a bit of water in them. If this doesn't work, because I put the holes about an inch from the bottom, if this doesn't work and if it stays too moist, then I'm probably going to have to tilt these pots up and put one or two holes, maybe 4 holes in the bottom of the pot as well to get the drainage we need. Last video, we cut out all the powder mildew on the zucchini plants. We've got 2 zucchinis growing right now. Again, I hope once you cut these leaves off, the vines are a tube. So I'm going to do some more research. I'm going to see if I need to cut them back even more because I don't want bugs crawling in there and messing things up, because we're really doing good with these. Last year we had, I think it was squash plants. We had squash plants out here. They were doing great. They were flowering. And then all of a sudden the worm showed up, got inside. So fingers crossed that won't happen with these. I have to top these potato plants off, to top this one and this one completely off because they're done and they're ready to be covered. And then I have straw out here to cover those. So the first thing we're going to start with is this box. I want to get this done. I'm tired of nothing growing in there. I don't know if this is going to work. So what I did was I picked up just some seeds. So I picked up some painted daisies. I'm hoping you guys can see that. The sun is really bright today. Some painted daisies, some cosmos, which are supposed to be really good for the garden, and then Johnny Jump Ups. I haven't seen these in years, so I do kind of like these flowers, purple and yellow. That's a great color combination to begin with. So I'm just going to sprinkle a few of each pack in there, and for right now I want to scrape that up because I think, there we go, I think that the soil may have become a little compacted from just, well, that's not too bad, from sitting. And yeah, it's not too bad. The moisture level is pretty good, so we should be all right as far as that goes. I'm gonna do this down the center. I'm gonna just put the seeds on top of that, and I'm gonna come back over with soil. I was gonna dig those marigolds up, but I'm pretty sure they'll push up back through it. So if not, it's okay. Hopefully these seeds will grow. So the Cosmos seeds are really, 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 really tiny. So we'll see how that goes. The only problem with these is, if I remember right, they get pretty big. So I want to put a little bit of each just down the row. I don't care if nothing's been growing in here. So if it grows, awesome. I mean, I can always thin them out, right? So there is that. Painted daisies. I do love the daisies. The painted daisies are really pretty cool. Now these get pretty big, so I don't know how this is going to work out. But last year, the flowers that I planted from seeds were all gangly, anyways. But again, that could have been due to that one went up. There wasn't much in there. That could have been due to the soil content. Like I said, I'm pretty sure all the nutrients leaked out of all these soil or all these buckets, because when I had one of these half full and I watered it down, the water just poured out of the bottom of it. So I'm pretty sure, like, we weren't getting the nutrients to stay in there, and we weren't getting the water to stay in there. So that's why we did the peat moss this year, and we added we added more to the soil. Wow, these seeds are really tiny. So I'm just gonna sprinkle these on the outside edges here and hope for the best. Wow, those things were really tiny. They poured out fast, so I don't know where they all went. I think what we'll do is put some worm castings in there. Give it a little lunch, so to speak. So we'll just watch me just dump this all over, right? What a waste. Okay. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy in here. All right. There we go. All right. Got a little bit of that left. I have to order some more of this. So I have ordered from Earth Science for their materials. The only thing I don't like about their packages, you can't reseal them. And unless you're using the whole thing, you know, because I have a small garden. I don't have a ton of, you know, stuff in there. And it's kind of always afraid I'm going to knock it over or something. So we're going to mix up some soil here. We already have some peat here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of this in the bottom. We're not going to need a whole lot of this. But I have extra. That soil was still on sale. Ooh, that's more than I really probably wanted, but hey, get in there. There we go. It was still on sale, so I got 2 bags of it. And it's like, I can leave it in the yard cart, so it's not going to go bad. I don't really have anything to cut this with, do I? Gonna have to do the best we can do. All right. So this stuff it looks like it has vermiculite in it. And I think I'm gonna need more than that. Now this is also going into the potatoes. So I might actually take the rest of those worm castings. Actually, I am going to take the rest of those worm castings. I'm going to throw that in there. We'll empty that out in there. We fed last week. I want to say last week we fed all the potato plants. So we're just going to dump that in there. There's not a lot left in there, but you know, put the trash up this side. So once we get these done and this mixed up, we'll then pour that on the top of those. And then anything left over will just sit in the bottom of this yard cart. And I'll put the other soil bags, the ones I haven't used, in here as well, and whatever's left over. And then it'll store underneath that. Should be fine, I hope. Come on, give me a break. The other one ripped easy. You got to give me a tough time. I'll just take that off. All right, so I'm only going to put about half of this bag in there. We're not going to need all of this. So I don't want to go crazy here. Now, I might actually get some, oh, get that off there. There we go. I might get some more pots as we go. Give me some more growing room. I'd like to get some flowers on this side of the house and brighten it up. I definitely think once I figure all this out, I really think I want to get some more flowers in the garden because it really makes it nice. And it's nice to come out here, like especially in the evening when the butterflies and the bees and everybody's humming around. Now, where's that Pete? Come on, buddy. Come on, Pete. There we go. Just want to get this as mixed as I can. I don't want like just Pete in one area and Black Cow in the other area. So I want to get it mixed up pretty good. I did notice the soil bags. They were kind of light, and I think it's because they were drying out. So because where they were sitting at Home Depot, it was kind of sunny. So get you guys back over this way. So I did about, I don't know, let's say a quarter of a cart or a quarter of the mix of peat, half and half of the soil and the manure or the black cow. These ants are everywhere. I'm gonna need to put some I'm probably going to need to put some diatomaceous earth down. So we're literally going to cover these up again. They're pushed through enough. Doesn't really matter. We're going to get the soil packed around. Well, not packed, but we're going to push it around it a little bit. They'll push back through. I'm not worried about that. The more we get these covered, supposedly, the more potatoes you'll get, because the vines below the surface there'll be more for them to grow off of. So we get these packed down in there a little bit, not pushing it down tight, just enough to keep it covered. And then we're going to put some straw over this as well. So I want to get this side because there's a hole over there. There's no soil. That's it. That's good. Then the other two here, or three, I should say. There's three. There's four total. Get these topped up a little bit more. Now the thing is, as we go too, guys, you have to remember this soil is gonna compact down a little bit from the rain. So I doubt I'll put any more soil in there, but that's good. We'll see. Now, if you guys recall, this has been the plant that's been the smallest. So he was covered later than all the rest. And these guys literally, like within days, popped right back through the soil. This one grew off to one side. This one is more centered than any of them. There we go. That looks much better. And then that's going to leave us a little room for some straw mulch on the top of that. So I'm going to come over here, fill this in. I think I'm just going to have just enough to cover these seeds up. We're not going to be extra careful with this. We're just going to spread this in here. Try and hopefully we'll get enough coverage that they get, the coverage that they need depth-wise. And then we're also going to put some straw mulch in here as well. Let's see. All right, that looks pretty good. I think I'm going to put a little extra on top of these here. We're going to pat it down so the seeds know there's soil on top of them. Just so it good contact on that. There we go. And that's that. There's a little bit, tiny bit left in there, but that'll be fine. I do have this bucket covered, so we're gonna put these in here. Try and have them standing up because some of them are open. I'm hoping they're all gonna fit. This back in here. And then, like I said, there is a cover that goes over the yard cart, so it should be all right. I don't think we'll get any water in there or anything. Now, I do have this one bag, grow bag that's left. It's a shorter one, but it's wider. And we may do something with that here in the near future. Try and put something in there to grow. So, yeah, it seems like such a waste. It's just sitting here. So let's get these covered up. We're getting towards the end of this video. So we'll get this stuff covered. We're going to cover this black one and the four potatoes. So I don't think we have anything else we need to cover. We'll get those covered up. And you can hear as we're going along, being out here, all this pollen's going on. Get my scratchy throat on. Need to take these off so I can get at this. So I'm basically, this has been sitting downstairs in the basement, hoping that it keeps. I don't want to buy any more of this because this bag was a lot bigger than I thought. I thought it was like quarter, well, yeah, like half the size actually. I thought it was half the size of what it is. So I want to kind of keep it pretty fresh, if that's a thing with the straw. And if it starts to get really faded and whatever, I'll just bring it out here in that pile that's over there with the dirt, the dirt pile that we have. I do like the straw mulch. I do like the color of it especially against the green. It's so nice. Now the other thing is I can take this next year, right, or later this year when we close out the garden, and I can just mix it in. I can mix it into the soil, and those marigolds got covered pretty good. I can mix it in the soil for next year's food. So it'll help aerate the soil. It'll help break down the soil, like the soil when it breaks down, rather. It'll make it sort of fertilizer. Go get that around that. Now that'll help keep the moisture in, help it keep it from drying out. We had some rain the other day, so I'm probably not going to water till maybe Wednesday. I'm going to get some around these guys. So they say potatoes well drained, but at the same time, you don't want them drying out. So if they dry out, they're not going to eat. They're not going to get the nutrients that's already in the soil, because remember, we fed these guys really, really well. Now, I have been putting these additives on the top of the soil, or rather on top of the straw feed, and it seems to be going down just fine. Well, and the plants seem to be doing well. And like I said, the peppers have actually corrected themselves a little bit, so I'm pretty sure that the problem was that we needed that gypsum in there to help the soil. Now the potatoes don't have any herbs in them, so they don't have any of those bug protecting properties, so to speak. But there's enough of it around here. I got to tell you guys, I haven't seen a whole ton of bugs, but we are early in the season. So there's still a possibility we could have issues with that. Some of the straw is breaking down on these already. So probably in another, I want to say probably 2-3 weeks, we're going to have to cover them up again. We're going to have to put more stuff down. Trying to get these gloves off. My gosh. There we go. So yeah. So that's about it, guys, for today. It is around 1 o'clock today, so it's getting pretty hot out here. So I definitely want to get inside out of this heat. Yesterday was pretty cool in the morning. This morning was fairly cool too, which is good for the broccoli and the cauliflower. Cauliflower seem to be doing really, really well. I haven't seen a head in there yet, but we got time. And so if things start going wilty on those, my thought process is I'll move those over to the side of the house where the lettuce and all that is, if we need to. Same thing with the broccoli. The broccoli, if it gets really wilty, I mean, right now it's wilty because it's the hottest point of the day. So yeah, that's better. If we need to, we'll probably move them over to the side of the house. Now those prefer cooler weather. I mean, I literally put them out as soon as they were available in Home Depot. So hopefully we'll see. Hopefully they'll get going. I did go to Home Depot today, obviously, because I did get the soil, and I also got those seeds. I looked for Roma tomatoes. So when I was doing some research online, I want to learn how to make pico. I know everybody's like, oh, it's easy, it's easy. Yeah, okay, well, you make it. I don't. So we're gonna try it. I want to try it. I love pico de gallo. I love it. So I want to try and make it. I'm gonna look into it too, see if that can be frozen. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure you can can it. So I want to try and do that. And eventually I want to try and do some salsa and stuff. So maybe next year, depending on how things grow this year and what does and doesn't grow well, maybe next year I want to try and do some hot peppers. I know I have a friend at work, he does hot peppers and they turn out pretty good. So, but he does his in the ground. I'm doing everything in containers. Containers to ground, it's similar, but it's not the same. Like there's a lot there's more, I think, sometimes to ground, because you gotta, the soil, yes, it's native soil and you got to mix it up. You got to put your nutrients in that. You got to put your compost and whatever you're doing in there, right? So it's very much the same as far as that goes. But I find that, like last year, I don't think I fed the plants enough. So I don't think they got enough nutrients. I don't think they got enough fertilizer. So to that aspect, I think you have to do more fertilizing with containers than you do the ground. But we'll see. Some of these I can see there's still some stuff on top of the straw. So I don't think I need to do anything anytime soon. Probably in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I'll put some more feed, some more fertilizer, bone meal, whatever, out into each of the pots to give them food to grow. I don't think I'm going to put more gypsum in there unless I see the leaves starting to crinkle again, especially on the pepper plants, because that was one of the causes, they said, of those leaves doing that. So I'm not sure I showed you guys what the leaves are doing. So let's take a walk over there, and we'll turn this camera around so you can see. Maybe. There we go. This one's pretty good here. So the leaves were doing all of this like crinkly stuff, a lot worse than what it is right now. So they're doing a lot better. They've opened up more, more like that one right there. So that crinkly, so that's kind of slowed down. I don't see as much of that on there, but I do see more peppers. So we're doing good. Last year, I didn't even have a quarter of what we have this year in peppers. So yeah, hooray for that. So maybe we'll actually get a pepper. That one down here is actually, I can't even see, where is it? There it is. That pepper right there is getting pretty big. So yeah, definitely doing better. I mean, look at these dianthus. They look so pretty. Two of the purple ones over here. We got some strawberries in all these pots. I think all four of these have strawberries in them. I did see some strawberries on one of them, but I think the little ground rats got it, aka squirrels and chipmunks. And the funny thing was, when I paused you guys earlier, that little chipmunk came running out of there and goes straight over into a hole over there. So I definitely, God, that looks really good on camera. It's hard to see because of the sun shining directly in my thing, but there we go, guys. That's the garden so far this year. And then of course we got the shade plants there. So everything's seen so far this year. Again, we got started a lot earlier this year than we did last year. If you guys were around for last year, I didn't actually start the garden until, I think it was the middle of June, right around there. And that's when I started the channel. So the channel's fresh, the channel's new. Everybody coming in here is new, and I'm loving it. I mean, be honest with you, I didn't expect to get the 75 that we got, but I'm glad we did. I'm glad I can share, and I hope people are getting something out of this. I just want to try and show, like, my goal is to get a farmer homestead, and but I'm buried in debt. So I'm renting a room, saving up money, putting it away, trying to pay off all the credit cards. Right now, I have one credit card and one loan left, and hopefully I can get that covered, and we'll get that taken care of. Once that's done, that should allow me to free up some more funds, and we'll be able to move on. So anyway, guys, thanks for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, we have about 85 people that watch the videos, are not subscribed. If you guys could just smash that subscribe button for me, hit that little bell notification. That'll tell you when I put the videos out. And guys, if you can watch these videos all the way through to the end, that'll be amazing. That helps push the numbers up. We got to get somewhere around, I want to say 3,000 watched hours in a year. So we only have a year to do that. And then we have to get 500 subscribers so we can get to the first stage of YouTube partnership. I think they call it partnership. So, yeah, so if you guys could help me out, you guys that are returning, that are watching, that are not subscribed, man, if you guys could do me a solid and just smack that subscribe button, hit the bell, I'd be ever so grateful. I am grateful for everybody that's here. I want to thank all the people that have been around since the beginning. I want to thank Jen and Wiley from at Our Mountain Home, and who else is Positively Obnoxious? That's Jen's sister. She's been through this at the garden hole. If you haven't watched her videos, she does some really great videos. Some of her more recent ones were trips she took to the different. I think she went to the islands, but really great videos. So if you guys get a chance to go over and see those channels, say hi, let them know I sent you over there, and gosh, I'm going to let you guys go because we're almost 30 minutes in. Anyway, thank you guys. Bless you. And have a blessed week. Stay safe. And we'll catch you on the next video.